Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. Big news to cover with you all. We're going to talk about Ukraine. They are soliciting cryptocurrency donations and they've raised over $7 million in crypto within 24 hours. And there's more folks looking to donate. For example, Binance CEO is looking to donate $10 million. So we're seeing some good things coming out of this conflict. Obviously, our thoughts and prayers are with the people, and we hope this situation ends soon. It doesn't escalate further. But I want to break down what's happening there and the good that's coming out and the support from the world and the crypto community. We're also going to talk about Elon Musk and Starlink and what he's doing with Ukraine. This is pretty significant. And we have a bunch of other cryptocurrency news I want to share with you guys, like NBA star or former star Shaquille O'Neal. He's now looks like he's promoting Solana. There's a lot to go through. So we're going to break it all down. Before we get there, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. If you're listening on a podcast site, please give me a 5-star rating. Quick word from our sponsors. First is Algorand, which is building the future of finance. Algorand is getting significant adoption and investments. Both Anthony Scaramucci and Michael Arrington's hedge funds have invested hundreds of millions of dollars to build out the ecosystem of Algorand. I'm personally an Algo token holder. Second is TaxBit, which is the leading tax service provider in the crypto industry. It is a service I personally use. It makes my life so easy to calculate my crypto gains and losses, and I'll be using it, of course, to do my taxes for this respective tax season. So if you'd like to learn more about TaxBit and Algorand, please check out the links in the description. Now, guys, Bitcoin will be closing the week very shortly, but it'll be closing on a red candle. Right now, Bitcoin at $37,544. Down, of course, there's some red across the board. So we have our red candle forming here, guys. So at this point, as we've been talking about with the conflict happening, the potential rate hikes from the Fed, although I don't think they're going to do it, but the threat of them doing it, all these things are affecting the market. And we're going to close the week on a red, and we'll see what happens next week, my friends. I'm still bullish. I still think Bitcoin has a retracement. It has to do to about the 55 to 58K range, and then we'll see an alt season. But of course, that could be delayed a bit because of the situations we find ourselves in around the globe, and specifically the Ukraine being invaded by Russia. And hopefully there are no other conflicts that pop up like China and Taiwan and so forth. Hopefully we don't head into a world war, because that will mean all models, all trend lines, all these things are broken. Black swan events will, of course, disrupt the market cycles. But at the end of the day, it is all market cycles, and we have boom and bust in the crypto and other markets. So I think everybody's going to wait to see what happens this week, and we'll watch the charts closely. But and I'm just throwing this out here, these are times that the people who make a lot of money in markets, they buy the dips. When blood is on the street, when there's extreme fear, just like the pandemic crash, right? Just like the dot-com crash in 2000, just like the 2008 crash. If you bought when there was fear and blood on the streets and you held, obviously you made some significant returns. It's all boom and bust cycles. And yes, the situations in real life affect it, but it's, do you have the understanding of the principles of markets and cycles and boom and bust? And I'm personally buying the dip, but I'm going to be candid with you guys. I'm not going all in. I'm not using all my dry powder because there's a level of uncertainty and I don't know how further down we may go. Now, this is not financial or investment advice. I'm not telling you to buy the dip. Please don't walk away from this video or podcast and think, hey, I'm going to go buy it because Tony said so. No, please do not do that. Make your own financial decisions, do your own research. And obviously I try to share the facts here and what I'm doing, but you have to make your own decisions and conclusions. And I'm not personally not worried. I've lived through bloody bear markets and the pandemic crash and all these things. So this is just another market cycle based on bad news and situations, and we will recover. And I'll share some news about what the Fed is doing with more money printing, which will most likely increase asset prices this year. So we're going to talk about that. But first, I want to share the following from Blockworks, crypto's fastest unicorns. This chart shows the number of months it took for the 10 most valuable coins to reach $1 billion in market cap. It's very interesting, guys. At the top is Cardano. It took, it looks here, took a number of months. Okay, it took 1 month for Cardano to hit $1 billion in market cap. It took Binance Coin, BNB, 5 months. Ethereum, it took 7 months. Shiba Inu, 9 months. Solana, 33. At the bottom is XRP at 59, and just above XRP is Bitcoin at 50. So very interesting data here. Now, I don't really put too much weight on this. It's just interesting data because I've been holding Bitcoin XRP for a long time. I'm holding Ethereum for a long time. And it's not so much, the market cap per se, but rather what is my rate of return, right? That is what I'm more concerned about. But nevertheless, it's interesting. And, Bitcoin and XRP and some of these coins have been around longer than, let's say, Cardano and so forth. And a lot of the altcoins, of course, benefit from Bitcoin's growth. So very interesting here, guys. Let's move ahead. So yesterday was my birthday. The reason why I'm telling you guys this is my wife got me this awesome cake. And you can see here where it's branded with the Thinking Crypto logo, has some of the altcoins like Cardano and then Dash and XRP and so forth, the logos on the side of the cake. It was a yummy cake, guys. So it was pretty good. All right, let's jump into some news here. All right, Ukraine, the official Twitter account for the country of Ukraine, they tweeted out yesterday, "Stand with the people of Ukraine, now accepting cryptocurrency donations, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT." And they provided the respective wallet addresses. Guys, I want you to really think about what's happening here. And once again, our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Ukraine. We understand the country with the cap on money and the ability to get cash out of the bank and so forth and fund the fight against Russia. It's been difficult, and they have turned to cryptocurrencies. Guys, this is huge. This is groundbreaking. This is a major milestone for the crypto asset class. You have a country asking for cryptocurrency donations. Guys, this right here is the tipping point, the icebreaker, whatever you want to call it, whatever idiom you want to use or analogy. It's amazing what is happening. And what was pretty cool as well is they raised $7 million in crypto within 24 hours. And we see a bunch of people are starting to donate. So Binance CEO CZ, he tweeted out, "Binance is donating $10 million to help the humanitarian crisis in Ukraine." And Binance BCF launched the crypto first crowdfunding Ukraine emergency relief fund. So much respect to CZ, man. This is great. He said, "Our focus is providing on-the-ground support. We just care about people." This is awesome. And we also see he tweeted out that in response to Ukraine's tweet, he said, "This is where blockchain shines, global fundraising. An even stronger method is to issue a new coin with future utility and benefits, ICO. Donation is a good way to let people help you. A new coin binds people to you emotionally and financially and globally." Guys, this is so significant. And I don't want to hype it up too much or go too crazy because, look, I understand the situation there is not great for a lot of people. We don't want people to lose their lives. So I want to be cognizant of that. But this makes me very bullish. We're just crossing some new barriers here, going over new thresholds here. It's amazing what is taking place with this technology and asset class. And that is why I'm so bullish on it long term. It's here to stay. It's the new disruptive asset class and technology, as I've been saying, and we're seeing a global movement towards it. Pretty amazing. Now, Mayor Scott Conger, who I interviewed on the channel, he's the mayor of Jackson, Tennessee. He's bullish on Bitcoin. He tweeted out, "I've donated Bitcoin to Ukraine." Hashtag stand with Ukraine. That's awesome. Now look at this. Gavin Wood, who is the founder of Polkadot, the cryptocurrency, obviously the blockchain, He said, if you post a dot address, I'll personally contribute $5 million. So as a founder, I'm sure he has a bag of dot tokens, and he's willing to donate $5 million. That is awesome. And I love what I'm seeing here. Now, on that note, Mikhail Fedorov, who's the vice prime minister of Ukraine and minister of digital transformation of Ukraine, he tweeted out, Elon Musk, while you try to colonize Mars, Russia is trying to occupy Ukraine. While your rockets successfully land from space, Russian rockets attack Ukrainian civil people. We ask you provide Ukraine with Starlink stations and address sane Russians to stand. I'm not sure I understand what he meant there, but Elon, much respect to Elon Musk, my friends. He tweeted right the same day. He said, Starlink service is now active in Ukraine, more terminals en route. I love it, man. The world is showing support for Ukraine, and rightfully so. And Elon Musk taking action here, which will really help them. And for those of you who don't know what the Starlink is, it provides high-speed, low-latency broadband internet across the globe within each coverage area. Orders are fulfilled on first come, first served basis, yada, yada. This is off the website. But obviously, it gives you instant internet access, and it's tied to a satellite. So it's not like you're tied to a landline or something, right? Or some sort of Wi-Fi. It's satellite-based. So this is awesome. I appreciate Elon for doing that, helping folks who definitely need it. Now, the other aspect to this, guys, so the sanctions are coming down heavy on Russia, rightfully so. And they're going to be kicking off a lot of the banks off of SWIFT. So we're going to probably see a very rocky week coming up, because you're going to see a lot of liquidity dry up and things like that. And already there's videos of huge lines of people hoping to take out cash from their bank. Now that's happening in Ukraine. We talked about that, right, in the previous video as well. Now it's happening in Russia. There's people in Russia who don't care, who don't support this war, and they know sanctions. They're hearing it. Sanctions are coming. They're going to have problems. And the other aspect to that is there's this article from Bloomberg saying SWIFT ban means the Fed may need to be ready with dollars. Ukraine war has led to sanctions on Russia's biggest banks. Central banks should stand ready to make markets. Now, this is coming from Credit Suisse AG strategist Zoltan Pasar. And the TLDR here is they will have to print more money, and not just the United States, but obviously globally. And there was also reports coming out of the EU that, yeah, they're going to have to do that because markets are going to panic, and especially where, there was liquidity and movement of funds and things were normal, but once you cut off Russia and all the dealings and all those things, and obviously Russia is a large country, big superpower, a lot of oil and things come out from Russia, there's going to be a problem, right? You're going to break the bridge and disconnect some of these bridges that were existing. So they're going to have to print. When they have to print money, what did we see after the pandemic? Asset prices went up. So this is where I think, short term, it's going to be bloody. Short term is going to be painful, but I think we're going to start seeing pumps, and this could send Bitcoin's price going crazy, the stocks and so forth. So obviously, this is not guaranteed. We have to wait and see. I still think the Fed will not come out and raise rates, especially right now. Are you kidding me? You come out with this situation? I think they'll be crazy to do it, because you already see the markets were reacting negatively to just the talks, just the news, right? The Fed hasn't done anything. All they've done is talk, but the markets are reacting negatively. So maybe the correction that the Fed wanted to do with the rate hikes is being, it's being priced in right now. So we'll just have to wait and see. But, that's kind of my thoughts. But nevertheless, guys, the asset class of technology continues. Shaquille O'Neal, Big Shaq. Many of you know who he is. He's one of my favorite basketball players. He was so dominant in the early 2000s. And he looks like he's partnering with Solana, and he shared his Solana address today. He tweeted out Shaq.soul, got a nice ring to it. So a lot of different folks are jumping in into the crypto asset class to promote NFTs or build their own brand around it. But you're just seeing almost everybody from all aspects of life jumping into this asset class. And this is once again why I'm bullish and I'm patient and looking at the macro level on this asset class. And I know price will eventually follow all this adoption, just like it. Look, I mean, Bitcoin was trading in 2020. What was it at? Like 4,000 or something like that. It was crazy, guys. With the big crash and everything in March of 2020, and then all of a sudden we're sitting at $37,000, and obviously we hit peaks of 65, 69,000 respectfully. And look, we'll see. Some people have the long-term view that later into 2023, Bitcoin could go to the six figures that we were anticipating. I don't know, guys. At this point, I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to take some profits, as I've said before, at the retracement peak, and then wait and see. And if it goes to 100K plus by the end of the year, I'll have some Bitcoin ready to take profits there. So we will just have to wait and see, my friends, at this point. But I hope this Russia situation, for those of you who are new, is not shaking you out and you're not selling because of fear or panic. Now, if you need the cash, obviously do what you got to do, right? Everybody's got to live. You got to live your life and pay your bills and do what you need to do. But what I don't want is that people are like, oh my God, there's a war happening. I better dump all my stuff now. It's better you just hodl if you don't need the money and just wait, go through the cycles, boom and bust. So I hope you guys understand these market cycles, and they have existed for a very long time, my friends, even before crypto. And we're going to see them in the future again, right? You're going to have your pumps and your crashes and your black swan events that are send markets down. But the story will still keep going on. Life still keeps going on. Markets will still keep going up, correcting on the way up, of course. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this news. Also, if you can donate to the Ukraine, please do. I will be donating as well, even if it's $10, whatever you can send. Definitely try to, and the people there, they certainly need our help. All right, guys, leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.